deserved to win our regular season. But we've been through a lot as a team. We've had a lot of different injuries, losses, a lot of adversity off the court and stuff. And to find a way to keep chipping away through losing games by 1 point, by 3 points, these guys just keep coming back. They're determined to make something of this year and have their little moment in the sun. And it's a great win for us. I think it's a landmark win for our program, and we did it together. Our theme has been we got to put together 40 minutes of playing hard as heck, 40 minutes of doing things right, 40 minutes of not caring who gets to shine. And I thought we were good in all those areas tonight.
More questions? We'll start here.
I got one question for Jeremiah, one question for DJ. Jeremiah, you've taken 25 free throws so far in this conference tournament. You've hit 23 of them. Can you talk to me a little bit about how you've been so successful in those clutch moments for the team?
Really just trying to put pressure on the rim. Coach wants all of us, especially me, to get downhill and put pressure on the rim, because that's one of the best ways for us to, one, get easy points. Also, me getting on the free throw line also gives our big chances to rebound. Yep. And I feel like if I can do that at a high level, which I feel like I've been doing the past couple games, it gives us an even better chance of winning.
And then DJ, you had the game was 41-40 with about 13 minutes to go. You hit those two back-to-back threes, one off the amazing crossover and then the other one over a defender, and that kind of ignited the run. What was your message to the guys after those two shots that kind of got the team going on that big run?
Just stay the course of the game. I mean, we've been up big in both of our games against them. It's just staying the course and finishing the game. It's a game of run, so, ultimately we just want to win.
I'm really proud of DJ because he obviously a first-team all-conference player. Like, he's been ripping up nets, had huge games. At one point was, I think, leading scorer in the country or close. And then down the stretch, the last few games, he just got in a little funk. Just was missing some shots last 5-6 games of the league. And those can be hard. Those are challenging for you mentally to kind of battle through that process. And he's done it. And he's played really well the last 3 games. He's on a bit of a roll. So just, we got to celebrate that, like the mental toughness to go through something hard and break out of it and perform in the biggest moments. And that's why he's one of the very best players in this league.
Coach, you already alluded to it a little bit in terms of, guys not really caring on your team who gets the shots. But what I did notice yesterday in the 7-man rotation, I believe everyone scored at least 8 points. Today, each of the 7 guys who played, each scored at least 7. And everyone played at least 23 minutes on the team tonight in the rotation. Can you just speak a little bit about that well-balanced attack that you guys have?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're clearly at our best when our ball moves and when everybody's getting involved. I mean, there's no mistake about it. Like, every scouting report, teams are going into it trying to stop him, and trying to stop Dovey. Those are the 3 guys that, their stat lines blink neon when you look at them, when you prepare for us. So the more open shots we can knock down from Cam, from TC, the more Moo can finish around the rim. Chris Field's a little bit of an X factor for us too, because he can create his own shot. You can throw it to him on the block, and he can go one-on-one, put people in the basket. So absolutely, like, those guys make a big difference. TC knocking shots down, no doubt.
Can you speak a little bit more about your team's ability to just shift the momentum, especially in the second half? It seems like you guys were able to just get downhill a lot more, even though you still were efficient from the arc and could take advantage of that, and were able to get foul calls, especially against their bigs.
Yeah, I mean, I think, honestly, I think it's a skill that we've gotten better at over the course of the year. Early in the year, we actually were more that team where we'd hit a little adversity. Like Wisconsin, we were tied with Wisconsin, or maybe down a bucket with about 9 minutes left in the game, and the thing just kind of snowballed on us. We ended up losing by a bunch, like a lot, And so it's something we've had to work on. We've had to develop mental toughness. We've had to develop being able to play through adversity. And same thing, play through success. Like, a lot of times, handling success is harder than handling failure, because when you have success, you're prone as humans to soften up, think it's going to be easy, and it's not. Like, that's a great team over there. Like, they're going to get in their huddles and try to make a run and give the ball to their best players and attack us. So we played very well tonight. Like, we just stayed in it for 40 minutes, kept trying to guard them. The boards was a huge theme for us. The reason we lost at home in a really tight one is we got out-rebounded by 12. So we knew we had to do a better job there. And they got us a little bit down the stretch, but for most of the game, we were even or a little ahead on the boards.
Coach, you alluded to the close games that you had before earlier in the year. One in particular down there, you lost only by 3, a very competitive game. Did you draw anything from that? And also, you just mentioned, handling success can be sometimes tougher, than adversity. But you didn't do that today. You kind of held them at bay today.
I'm not sure if I should tell you the truth or not. I guess I'll tell you the truth. I mean, I thought our first game at Wilmington, we weren't as mentally tough as we needed to be. Like when adversity hit, we weren't able to kind of double down on the stuff that we really care about. And that was sort of the lesson we learned from that one. And then I thought at our place, we were much better in that area, but we weren't quite physically tough enough. They just got some second chance points. They got us in the post. So that was the theme. It was like 40 minutes mentally and physically tough. If we can do those things, we know how to attack their defense. We know every play they're going to run. We know what we need to do. Both these teams knew each other inside and out. Like there was nobody surprised anybody tonight. It was all about like who can stay the course and handle the ups and downs in the game and just keep competing for every single possession.
One with John.
One for DJ and one for Coach, if possible. For DJ, this is now your 7th career conference tourney game. You've won 6 of them. So what's the key to winning games in March?
Like I said, just staying the course. I mean, nobody really care about the regular season when it gets to this point. So we know how hard we work and just staying true to that, staying true to coach's game plan, the assistant coach's game plan, and just being together, playing for each other. Like he said, not really caring who get the shine. The ball gonna find us regardless when you a scorer or when you whatever the case. So just ultimately being about the win.
When I was at Florida, we had a saying that kind of defined that team last year. Is we all can go. We talked about it all the time, and we got a lot of talent on this team. We got a lot of guys who can make plays, make shots, and the more we buy into it, that hey, depending on how they guard you, might be his night to get 25, might be Dovey's night, might be his night, might be Cam's night. And we just got to take what the defense gives us and not try to force it.
And for Coach, we heard that you're the first 9 seed to ever make the semis. So did you guys pack enough clothes for the whole week? Or are you going to be in the laundry room all night? Or
Of course, definitely packed enough to stay. But these guys will get tired of me saying it. It's truly one game at a time. I mean, this is the hardest time right now. Truthfully, is like we're going to get a lot of credits and a lot of adulation or whatever online and all that stuff. Like we got to stay in the moment and get ready. In 2.5 hours, we're going to know if we're playing Drexel or we're playing Monmouth, and it's a final. Somebody's season's going to end tomorrow. So we got to prepare for that game and not think about anything else.
Thanks, guys.
Yep. Hey, last thing before we go, I just want to give a shout out to UNC Wilmington. Like they deserve to win our championship. They are a first-class program that has a great culture, that does things the right way. They got great talent. They're really well coached. They're tough. Like they don't fray. They stay in these games. They find a way to win over and over and over again. And I'm very appreciative that we're moving on. I think we deserved it. We think we played really well tonight. But my heart goes out to them too because they have been the best team in our league. And so that's the bitter side of March for them. But a lot of appreciation for their program. But I'm happy we get to keep playing because I love these guys.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.
Thanks, guys.